How's it going, everyone? We are Cranky Films, and today we are back with another SCP reaction. Well,
Oh
today
no.
actually, we are reacting to "Explained the SCP Mobile Task Forces"
Yeah,
by
Oh.
Mr. Illustrated.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, snap! Cody? Was this one suggested?
Yeah, this was suggested when we first did the second SCP video. This this
Okay, so
this
we're
pretty much
finally
Oh.
getting to it.
yeah, we're finally getting into it because it is what it is. A lot of requests happened during the second SCP video. So yeah, this
Yep.
explains all like the foot soldiers. Now we're like thinking about the foot soldiers, like how in depth it would go. Well, this is explaining all of them.
Oh, dang.
Right.
Like from the criminals to the regular soldiers to the guy who goes and contained and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
everything basically explained.
yeah, this is supposed to explain that. This was requested multiple times and recently too in the last two videos saying, "Hey, you guys should look this up."
Oh,
So,
exciting!
so
All
that's
right,
that's what we're gonna do. We needed to learn about this anyways,
excited to learn.
and yeah, so that's pretty much it, really. I mean, it's 21 minutes, so we're chilling. You ready?
Well,
Yes, sir.
How does he
yep.
get it?
Ready.
Mobile
Let's see how good
task
this
forces
is.
are elite
Oh.
units comprised of personnel drawn from across the Foundation and are mobilized to deal with specific threats or situations
Mobile
that
task.
sometimes exceed the operational capacity or expertise of regular field personnel and, as their name suggests, may be relocated between facilities or locations as they are needed. Mobile Task Force personnel represent the best of the Foundation.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mobile Task Forces vary greatly in size, composition, and purpose. A battalion-strength combat-orientated task force trained to deal with highly aggressive anomalous entities may consist of hundreds of troops, plus support personnel, vehicles, and equipment, and can be deployed in whole or in part to deal with threats across the globe. However, a mobile task force can also be a small specialized intelligence gathering or investigative task force that may have fewer than a dozen personnel if that is deemed sufficient to accomplish their goals. While in the field, task force members often pose as emergency responders, local or federal law enforcement, or military personnel appropriate to the region in which they are operating. Mobile task force commanders can also request the assistance of local field units or personnel stationed at nearby Foundation facilities in order to accomplish their missions.
It makes sense.
Each unit is
Okay.
fundamentally structured in a way that best suits their intended purpose. While combat-orientated task force may closely follow military hierarchy and organization, smaller units may have an informal or otherwise esoteric chain of command. As such, the responsibilities of the Mobile Task Force commander for each particular task force can vary greatly. The commander for a large task force might focus on maintaining multiple teams and deploying them as necessary to each assigned operation, whereas the commander of a small team might deploy with their team and direct the operation from on location. Similarly, the cohesion of each unit will vary as well. Some mobile task forces consist of personnel who have trained and worked for many years or even decades together, whereas the personnel of a mobile task force formed on a moment's notice to deal with a specific incident may know little more than each other's names and field of expertise. Mobile task forces are typically commissioned as deemed necessary by the Foundation's Director of Task Forces, often with the direct approval of one or more O5 Council members. A significant number of mobile task forces are created to deal with specific anomalies exhibiting traits that standard containment or response teams are unable to effectively counteract, though many were also created to preempt an emerging or theoretical threat. Mobile task forces created for the purpose of containing a particular anomaly are typically deactivated at the end of the recovery operation or when ongoing containment is deemed no longer necessary. Occasionally, such task forces remain
That
operational
guy look
if the
wild.
expertise
I
and
know.
Yeah.
experiences learned are considered useful for future incidents. But otherwise, the task force will likely be disbanded and its personnel returned to their prior posts. Very
Right.
rarely, a mobile task force will also be disbanded if it suffers sufficient casualties to render it incapable of operation. In these cases, if the prior capability of that particular task force is deemed necessary, a new task force may be commissioned to replace it.
Honestly, that's pretty much what I thought it would be. Pretty much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the most part, just a mobile task force is going on there.
Oh
So
yeah.
nothing really crazy so far.
I like looking at the
The images.
yeah.
Yeah, like some of them have
They're
like
pretty
augments to
interesting.
them and all that. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more into those ones right now. So let's go ahead and go straight to it.
Yeah.
The Mobile Task Forces.
Oh, I was
Okay.
right.
MTF Alpha 1. Red Right Hand.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Mobile Task Force Alpha 1 is a task force that reports directly to the O5 Council and is used in situations that require the strictest operational security. The task force consists of the Foundation's best and most loyal operatives. Further information regarding MTF Alpha 1 is classified Level 5. MTF Alpha 4, Pony Express.
Pony
Mobile
Express.
Task Force Alpha 4 consists primarily of personnel trained to act as undercover employees and specialise in tracking, intercepting, and securing anomalous objects sent through postal and package delivery services worldwide.
Hmm.
MTF
Interesting.
Alpha 9, Last Hope.
Oh.
The Reborn Omega 7, a mobile task force explicitly intended to train and utilise humanoid SCP objects in the field.
That was wild.
Interesting.
MTF Beta 4, Castaways. MTF
Ooh.
Beta 4 is a task force created with the sole purpose of assisting and monitoring Group of Interest 466, Wilson's Wildlife Solutions, in their interactions with local fauna-based anomalies. MTF Beta 7, Mazhatters. Mobile Task Force Beta 7 specialises in the acquisition and containment of anomalies exhibiting extreme biological, chemical, or radiological hazards, as well as the rapid containment and cleanup of areas affected by such anomalies. This includes the planning and deployment of contingencies for wide area or pandemic spread of anomalous disease agents or other contagious phenomena. MTF Gamma 5, Red
There's a
Herrings.
lot.
Mobile
I know.
Task Force Gamma 5 specialises in preventing the dissemination of knowledge of anomalous events or phenomena in cases where initial suppression effects have proven ineffective or insufficient, or in cases where such knowledge has already reached critical levels of public exposure. This includes the research and deployment of experimental amnestics, as well as memory fabrication
Yeah,
procedures.
these are the guy that wipes their memories.
MTF Gamma 6,
Hmm.
Deep
Oh my
Feeders.
goodness.
Mobile Task Force Gamma 6 specialises in the investigation and tracking of deep sea or oceanic anomalies.
That one's gonna be a brutal
MTF Gamma
killer.
13,
I can see.
Asimos
I bet.
Lawbreakers. Mobile Task Force Gamma 13 specialises in the investigation, tracking and apprehension of anomalous objects, persons and entities associated with Group of Interest 1115, Anderson Robotics. This includes identification of Anderson customers, location of Anderson products, and conduction of raids on Anderson offices.
Yeah, there's so much. Like, damn. I also do
Yeah.
like it how they had the assisting and the capturing of these certain SCPs. Like this one's the
Yeah.
2306, 2806.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah, so damn, there really is a lot. This seems like there's a lot of information on these guys just right now. They might go more in depth later on in the video,
Yeah.
hopefully, because it's pretty interesting. Because we heard about the memory wiping of these certain of certain
Oh, yeah.
people that seen the SCP before, and then now we know their name. So this is getting a little bit more interesting here and there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's continue.
MTF Delta 5, Frontrunners. Mobile Task Force Delta 5 is comprised of multiple autonomous deep cover cells specialising in the identification and preemptive acquisition of anomalous objects and entities of interest to other groups of interest. MTF Epsilon 6, Village
Epsilon.
Idiots.
Village
MTF
idiots.
Epsilon 6 specialises in the investigation, containment, and subsequent cleanup of anomalies in rural and suburban environments. MTF Epsilon 9, Fire Eaters. MTF Epsilon 9 specialises in the use of incendiary weapons and
Let's
operations
go.
in high temperature environments.
Flamethrowers.
MTF Epsilon 11,
Oh.
Nine-Tailed Fox. Mobile Task Force Epsilon 11 handles internal security for the SCP Foundation, under oversight by MTF Alpha 1. They are a Special Ops force deployed to Foundation sites when standard protocols fail and multiple breaches are imminent. As such, most of their operations are classified.
Interesting.
MTF Zeta 9, Mole Rats.
The
Mobile
mole
Task
rats.
Force Zeta 9 specialises in the investigation, exploration, and containment of underground or enclosed areas exhibiting anomalous phenomena, particularly those with inconsistent topography or unstable spacetime.
These guys have a lot on their record right here.
They
Yeah.
do.
That's a lot. Holy that's way more
I
than
would
all the
not-
other ones.
I would not be a mole rat.
The action reporters.
You wouldn't be a mole rat?
You want to be a
No.
mole
Why
rat?
not? You just going underground.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do
You see-
love that they specialize in their own sort of things.
Yeah, in certain
Oh, yeah.
areas. Yeah. You got the ocean guys.
Dude,
You got the
don't even
underground
bring
guys.
those up. The ocean ones would terrify me.
Man, we're about
F
30
that.
into the ocean one, dog.
No, sir.
But true, rather be a mole rat than a ocean guy.
I would rather be a mole rat any day.
I mean, unless an
not me.
earthquake happens and you
Why
get
not? You
crushed.
scared of being under the ground?
I'm scared of enclosed spaces.
Ah,
Okay, I
okay,
get it. I
okay.
get it.
I mean, you wouldn't like the ocean either. You'd be in a submarine. You know, damn. That I wouldn't want to be in the SCP universe in the first place. If I did, I'd
I
probably
know.
I'd probably end up dying just randomly by like sneezing or some shit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Joe Schmo would have just killed me.
Joe
Just to
Schmo
know it.
would have
And I wouldn't have known. Nobody would know.
beat you with a bat, and then you wouldn't even know. God, why am I dying? Yeah.
MTF 8 of 10. See no evil. Mobile Task Force 8 of 10 specializes in the investigation, acquisition, and initial containment of objects or entities exhibiting visual cognitohazards, visual mimetic agents, or otherwise require indirect or alternate observation in order to safely handle.
Okay.
MTF 8 of 11. Savage Beasts.
Ooh.
Mobile Task Force 8 or 11 specializes in the investigation, acquisition, and containment of auditory and musical anomalies, including any auditory cognitohazards or sound-based anomalous threats.
These,
Oh, wow.
these sounds
Wait,
cool.
They do sound really cool.
I feel like Brandon would specialize on this.
Yeah, Brandon would be a specialist in the music and auditory.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I,
he'd
be
I
like-
really don't. Yeah, okay. I'm a music guy, music major, but I really don't think that these guys are just there like evaluating how these anomalies are singing, bro.
This melody.
They just you just hit.
Oh, it's a
You'll
lovely
be the-
melody.
You'll be like that one guy, be like listening to the melody, enjoying it, but then you're like, stop it right there.
Yeah.
You're out of tune. I'm afraid that we
Yeah.
can no longer
That'd be
continue
something.
our sessions.
Oh, the
No.
singing seems very evil to me.
I just start judging it, and it just becomes sad.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this the way he's singing. 6 people are gonna die in the next 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd
better
actually,
stop
I'd rather off myself out than continue hearing this.
it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is
Right,
a-
right.
This
we
is why.
should
Let's go.
continue.
Yeah, we can do that one.
The anomaly is like cuts himself with a banana peel.
God.
MTF
Okay,
Theta
sir.
4. Gardeners.
Oh.
Mobile Task Force Theta 4 specializes in the acquisition and containment of plant or plant-like anomalous objects and entities, especially fieldwork involving widespread infestations of such anomalies.
Makes sense,
No,
Gardener.
thank you.
Makes sense.
MTF
No, thank
Theta
you.
90. Angle Grinders. Mobile Task Force Theta 90 deals with anomalous topologies, geometries, and similar mathematical problem areas.
Unfortunate.
Maybe.
Those are the smart
MTF
guys.
Iota 10.
Yeah, the smart dudes. They have the calculators in their brains, doing all the math for them. God.
Damn feds.
Damn feds.
Mobile Task Force Iota 10 maintains undercover operatives in various international, federal, and provisional law enforcement agencies, and specializes in facilitating the transfer of anomalous evidence and objects into Foundation control, as well as the transfer of jurisdiction over anomalous event locations from local law enforcement to Foundation containment.
These guys have a tough job.
MTF Kappa 10, Skynet.
Kappa.
Mobile
Skynet.
Task Force Kappa 10 is a temporary designation until such time it is either officially dissolved or sanctioned. It is strictly tasked in investigating and engaging cyber anomalies using a combination of virtual agents and Foundation researchers to track, neutralize, and/or contain such intangible threats.
Okay, yeah. So I remember in one of the explained videos that they're talking about SCPs can just get you by like watching like an ad on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you see it on the internet or on a TV device. So I'm guessing these are the guys that go after those ones that spread through internet and like media and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so these, oh yeah, like Rogue AI, yeah. action reports of rogue AI, basic SCP. Yeah. These one this like these type of SCPs, we gotta look up one of these and watch them one of these days because they seem very interesting on how they will contain something that's like on the media because media just spreads everywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be very interesting to see. Let's go.
MTF Lambda 4, Birdwatchers. Mobile Task Force Lambda 4 specializes in the investigation, tracking, and containment of airborne biological anomalies, especially anomalous avian organisms.
Okay.
MTF Lambda 5, White Rabbits. Mobile Task Force Lambda 5 specializes in traversing unstable, surreal, and controlled reality, and containing potentially dangerous persons and artifacts capable of manipulating space and time.
Well done.
That one's fucking wild.
That's a commitment.
My guess. Wait, so this one is no like time, space, and all that. Would that mean that the door to nowhere was that? Because it was like a different space or reality in that room.
Yeah,
I
guess so.
possibly.
I wonder if the right rabbits did that one.
I wonder who would handle the cicada god though.
That is true. I think that's just
The
like
gardeners?
maybe. I mean, there were flying monsters, but I think Cicada God it's a wide planetary threat.
I
It
feel like
really
they're all.
is.
I feel like they just band together, be like, "Hey, we're teaming up now."
I'm pretty sure you're gonna need like a bunch of different forces for this, because the Cicada God was in a different location, right? A different
Yeah, he
realm.
was like his own. Yeah, his own realm.
So White Rabbits would probably be doing that, like trying to get in there and communicate, like they did in the thing.
Yeah, manipulating space
And
and
with
time,
the-
and I'm sure.
Yeah, and then they have some of the other task force because it was widespreading, right, all over the place.
I wish that like
Yeah.
I could recognize the SCPs just by their numbers, just so like I can be,
Yeah,
just to see
that's
if
too much brain.
we've seen one of them.
yeah.
That's too much brain.
It's too much brain power. But yeah, so after we learn all this, you could probably identify which task force you're going at based on the scenario.
Dude, now I want to start doing that. That seems pretty exciting to do.
Yeah, like we guess the task force on it. That'd be cool. And then people tell us if we're right or wrong.
Yeah,
That'd be
probably wrong.
Probably wrong, but it'd be fun though. It'd
Maybe.
be
It
fun.
would be fun.
All right, let's get it.
MTF Lambda 12, Pest Control.
Yeah.
MTF Lambda 12 specializes in tracking, containing, and exterminating anomalous vermin, often used as a first response team when tracking anomalous organisms. To this day, MTF Lambda 12 have never lost an agent on any of their missions.
Yeah, that's a good
This
track
could be the
record.
cicada one.
Good ass
Wow.
track record. No one died from insects.
Yeah, this could be the cicada ones or the infestations.
Maybe. I mean, like I said, cicada is such a different class of its own.
Yeah, it really
That it
is.
should
Yeah.
require all of them most likely. Damn.
True.
MTF Lambda 14, 1-star reviewers.
What star?
What?
MTF Lambda 14
Oh my God,
is a task force that
are we in
specializes
Reddit?
in dealing with retail-oriented
Yelp?
locations and anomalies, be they singular restaurants or entire shopping districts displaying anomalies. Since their initial investigation of the Ambrose restaurant, MTF Lambda 14 has been assigned to work to combat this group. MTF
Interesting.
MU3, highest bidders. Mobile Task Force MU3 is dedicated to monitoring Group of Interest Marshall, Carter and Dark Limited. Through the combined efforts of undercover agents and covert ops specialists, their objective is identifying objects of interest in possession of Marshall, Carter and Dark, isolating opportunities to recover these objects, and ultimately achieving their containment.
Okay.
MTF MU4, Debuggers. Mobile Task Force MU4
Debuggers.
specializes in the identification, tracking, retrieval, and containment of electronic devices and transmissions, especially anomalous computers and network-related anomalies. This includes the investigation of internet sites suspected of anomalous capabilities or involved in anomalous events.
Damn.
These are tech wizards.
Yeah, there's a lot on this one too.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I think that's the most we've seen. Besides,
We haven't.
what?
We didn't really see any SCP that affected any internet
Yeah,
widespread or anything.
yeah.
like
We haven't
that.
got anything with internet or media or stuff like that yet. We should, but there's so much you gotta go through. We'll get to it when we find one.
True.
So let's continue.
So many
MTF
SCPs.
MU13, Ghostbusters. Mobile Task Force MU-13 specializes in the tracking, analysis, and containment of incorporeal or intangible manifestations and entities, particularly those believed to be sentient, sapient, or otherwise intelligent and adaptive.
Okay.
You guys want to be
MTF
Ghostbusters?
NU-7,
No.
Hammer
Oh.
Down. Mobile Task Force NU-7 is a battalion-strength
dang.
force consisting of 3 company-sized elements of Special Operations Infantry Forces, a light armoured vehicle company, tank platoon, helicopter squadron, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear platoon, combat
Fuck.
engineer platoon, nuclear weapons specialist squad, plus additional combat specialists and support personnel. Mobile Task Force NU-7 is based primarily out of Armed Biocontainment Area 14 and is tasked with responding to incidents involving loss of communication with major Foundation facilities under circumstances wherein a site-wide breach, enemy compromise, or other similarly catastrophic event is suspected.
These guys are packing some heat.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are. Those guys are cool.
These guys take care of their stupid sites that just get breached up and everybody just dies there, so they have to go in there and reclaim.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this one's gonna be wild to see some SCPs without.
Yeah.
Damn, I would not want to get hit by these guys at all. I'd die.
Me neither.
Yes, you would. You
I
would
would
die.
ever
Yes.
die. We'll die from everything in this stupid
Yeah, well,
universe.
honestly, in this world, yeah, we die from eating a banana pill, big dog. So.
That is actually true. Actually true. Let's go.
MTF Omicron Rho, the Dream Team. The Foundation has
The Dream
discovered
Team.
the method of becoming honorary, and now with this power are more capable of containing them. For decades, they teach their agents the technique that allows one consciousness to join another's.
Oh, that's
Few
weird.
mentally hardened
that's cool.
individuals that succeed are organised into a task force. The first of these was Mobile Task Force Omicron Rho.
That's actually really cool.
That is kind of wild. They just like link dreams or whatever. I don't like get like they link their minds.
I think yeah, that's what I
I
think.
guess.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
That really is.
I wonder how much does them go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, hearing other people's like thoughts. And stuff.
Yeah, they're definitely something like crazy would
They have to
happen
be like mentally trained to like only.
to
you know.
handle it. Yeah, damn, that's weird. Let's go.
MTF Pi 1, City Slickers. Mobile Task Force Pi 1 specialises in the investigation, containment, and subsequent cleanup of anomalies in densely populated urban environments, particularly in the New York metropolitan area.
Okay.
Huh.
MTF Row 1, The Professors. Mobile Task Force Row 1 specialises in the acquisition, containment, and transport of anomalies related to Group of Interest Alpha 388. With the reduction of the threat posed by the specific group of interest, the MTF has expanded its focus to any and all containment for anomalous academic endeavours. MTF
okay.
Row 9, Technical Support. Mobile
Yep.
Task Force Row 9 handles computer
Turn off the
security for
Wi-Fi.
the Foundation. When mimetic kill agents can lurk throughout the data structure, this is no simple task.
Makes
MTF
sense.
Row 19, Cytherians. Mobile Task Force Row 19 has been sent to Venus in the hopes
What?
to establish
Oh,
a
they-
Foundation presence where there may be considerable anomalous activity.
They just
They died.
they just straight up went to Venus. Like, hey,
They've been
They-
sent to Venus.
yeah,
They
it-
died. They don't
They've
even know.
assisted on one SCP.
yeah, that's
They went to Venus.
yeah. Venus, alright, sounds good. I guess it's 2474 in Venus. what does Venus have to do with it? Like, that's like a special like planet property that.
Very dangerous on Venus too. God dang.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck,
Most
that-
likely they're dead.
This one's the weird one. They just went straight to Venus.
I just loved. I know, right? The other ones specialize in this, specialize in that. These ones, they're sent to Venus.
They're sent to Venus. Next one's gonna be Pluto.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
MTF Sigma 3, Bibliographers.
Yo, Sigma.
Mobile Task Force Sigma 3 is charged with exploring, understanding, and eventually containing the vast otherworldly location of the Wanderer's Library.
Wanderer's Library.
MTF Sigma 66, 16 tons. Mobile Task Force Sigma 66 is formed of captured members from other groups of interest.
Oh,
Despite the
dang.
lack of loyalty the Foundation expects from the assembled team, they find the members' expertise of value.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense if that guy's a stupid criminal, but his skill set could benefit you guys a lot containing them. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste them. You know, don't want to just put them in
No.
jail. What are you gonna do? Just sit there? They could go capture SCP and die doing it.
True.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
MTF Tau 5, Samsara. Immortal cyborg clones created from the flesh of a dead god.
Huh.
Tau 5 utilizes
Dead
esoteric and
god.
experimental Foundation weaponry to investigate and contain thaumaturgic, magical, and psionic threats.
Dang.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, I paused that one too. We just go past. You know, it's just a dead god's flesh we're using to make
Yeah.
immortal robots. By the way,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a limited amount of personnel because imagine not that much flesh would go around for like an infinite amount of personnel.
True.
If so, they'll be using it on everything. Let's be real. This one's weird. This one's crazy.
I know.
This is really weird.
They're immortal. The word immortal, though, like, damn, that's
I
just
guess-
a powerful unit.
Yeah.
Clones is also like that might also be a way, Cody, how like yeah, there's not that many obviously they're gonna run out of flesh, right? But like clones, you just take the DNA of it, right?
True.
You don't need any
Yeah.
more flesh.
Dude, SCP kind of broken with the armies right now.
Kinda true.
But granted, the SCPs itself are broken, so
So yeah.
yeah.
MTF PSI 7, Home Improvement. Mobile Task Force PSI 7 specializes in the undercover investigation, containment, and/or demolition of anomalous buildings or buildings affected by anomalies, particularly residential homes in populated areas. This includes the acquisition or transfer of affected buildings to Foundation control, as well as initial observation and documentation of such buildings prior to transfer to local containment teams for long-term or ongoing containment. MTF PSI 8, The Silencers. Mobile Task
What?
Force PSI 8 specializes in the investigation, tracking, containment, and/or destruction of individuals suspected to be capable of or having been affected by reanimation anomalies, as well as investigating suspected cases of communication with deceased individuals. This includes the severing of devices intended to allow communications with individuals buried alive, such as bells, pipes, and phones, as well as detainment and interrogation of individuals claiming to have had contact with deceased individuals.
This one's weird.
MTF Omega
Yeah.
Zero. The Saints of MTF Omega Zero are informational constructs with the memories of deceased Foundation personnel able to manifest through access of the Foundation's intranet terminals. Using identity warfare training, they protect their living comrades against informational threats and entities. The existence of MTF Omega Zero is unknown to most or all of the living members of the Foundation.
That's
Ooh,
interesting.
these guys are the ones that you don't know about, and they just protect everyone from all
Yeah.
the internet warfare
So-
stuff,
Yeah.
and they don't
Job is
get
never
credit.
done.
Feels bad.
Yeah, love those guys.
Yeah, thank God for them. Everybody else
Who are
would
they
just
again?
died. Oh, you're right. We don't know them. They're too secret.
MTF
Yeah.
Omega 7, Pandora's Box.
Oh
Mobile
no.
Task Force Omega 7 has been disbanded and decommissioned. This
Okay.
entry is to be deleted by order of the Records and Informational Security Administration. Previously, Mobile Task Force Omega 7 was an experimental task force specializing in the acquisition and containment of anomalies utilizing cooperative anomalous humanoid entities, particularly SCP-076 and SCP-105.
Ah,
MTF Omega 12, Achilles Heel. A task force composed of reality-bending SCP personnel from an alternate universe. Omega 12 is tasked with capturing SCP-3480-2 instances guarding the many entities imprisoned in Area 13 and hunting down powerful uncontained reality benders elsewhere.
so these guys come from another universe.
Yeah.
Now here comes the question that if the other universe, their SCPs get brought into the other guys' universe, and then just wreak havoc there.
Yeah.
Since the people could do it, so I don't see why an SCP couldn't do it either. From one universe hopping.
Mm,
That's
that's
interesting.
true.
MTF Stigma 9 evolved from naturally occurring gears, levers, and pulleys. Historically, the Church of the Broken God has always prided itself on its artificiality, that its faith is proven with tangible artifacts and physical devices of miracles. So when the time came to destabilize the church, the Foundation put forth a team of forgers, and Stigma 9 was it.
Interesting.
That's nice. Brennan.
Yo.
Okay, just making sure didn't DC or anything like that. Didn't hear you. That was being cut
Sorry.
out. I was just had to make sure. All right, continuing 3, 2, and 1.
Additional MTFs. MTF Epsilon 7, Forget-Me-Nots. Undercover task force tasked with disrupting the research and development of amnestic drugs. MTF Eta 4, Begone Forth.
Gone thought.
A unit of
Oh.
SCP-3095-1 consisting of pelicans and seagulls charged with protecting normalcy after the BE class migration end of consciousness scenario. MTF Eta 5, Jaeger Bombers. Mobile Task Force Eta 5 is a rapid response unit specialising in the tracking, capturing and containment of large-scale aggressors, entities over 30 metres in height. Deploys from and detains large-scale aggressors within Dimensional Site 172. MTF Beta 5, the Bigger Boat.
Bigger boat.
Specialised in anomalies involving or threatening marine vehicles. Mobile Task Force
right.
Upsilon 4,
Straightforward.
Sugar Pill.
Sugar pill.
Originally formed in order to contain SCP-2559, Mobile Task Force Upsilon 4 is tasked with epidemiological containment, especially with the containment of memetic outbreaks. MTF PHI-2, Clever Girls.
Clever girl.
Task Force specialised in study, tracking, capture, and hunting of prehistoric anomalies, especially dinosaurs.
Oh, I get I get
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
There been dinos in this shit. Damn, I can't even imagine a dinosaur SCP coming at
Couldn't
you.
even get more terrifying, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I got where they got that name, Clever Girls.
Yeah.
The first Jurassic Park movie.
Ah. Yeah.
Cool nicknames for them though.
And that concludes the MTF
Oh,
teams.
yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed it, and be sure to like and subscribe if you
Yo!
I have.
did. Next time will be the infamous SCP-2399, a malfunctioning
Okay.
destroyer.
Okay.
This one is going to take me a little while, but as you know by now, longer videos are worth the wait. Please be sure to follow
True.
all the social media outlets for video updates, and if you
Yeah,
can't
follow
wait
him,
that
make
long
sure.
and want even more exclusive
yeah.
content, then consider joining the Patreon for Discord access.
All right.
All right.
That was a very different pace video than what we're used to,
Yeah.
but it was very
It was nice. It
informative.
was very informative. Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, and
Honestly.
in the beginning, I was like, okay, I gotta find out a good place to pause, and then I just realized you go
There's
straight
no good place.
to the next one instantly.
He
So
does.
yeah,
Well-
sorry for all the pauses.
There's a bunch
No, it's
of
fine,
there was a
it's
bunch
fine.
of them that seemed like normal task forces, but then there were like those crazy ones.
Yeah. Like the investigators, they're normal. We got the army guys, they're normal.
The undercover guys. Normal.
Yeah, like espionage
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Then you have the immortal cyborgs. What?
Yeah, and then you got
Yeah.
the fucking universe hoppers that go from
Yeah.
different universes and all that.
Yeah.
I did like it. It really just help explain. I might have to watch it like maybe 2 more times or like
Oh
3
yeah.
more times. Just
Honestly, a
Just
lot
to
of these
remember
videos.
everything.
yeah, there's so much of these. I don't know if we'll be able to remember them all, but we probably remember like
Oh, yeah.
the crazy ones. That
Well,
handle certain ones. Like the ones that explore the ocean, the ones that explore underground, the hoppers, and then the hacker guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
Overall, a good
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Good video. Very informative. I really do love that. There's forces for like their own specialized. I love that. I really do find that really interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, maybe comment, subscribe. If you want us to watch any more videos from Illustrated, please let us know down below what videos you'd like us to watch. Also, if there's any other types of videos you want us to watch, please put them down in the comments. More SCP to come.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot
more SCP to come. So many requests, and we want to try and do all of them. Okay.
Yes.
Also, we want to start reading wiki pages for some of these SCPs. You guys have let us know that there's some that you find interesting, you want us to check out. We'll definitely try our best to check them out. Anyway, guys, we have been Cranky Films. Okay, and stay cranky.